Hey guys, your water specialist here. Today I am going to walk you through how to assemble a Clack 1-inch control valve and explain each step. So let's get started. All right, let's start connecting venturi and injector. This is one of the most critical parts of the valve because this is what creates the pressure differential that allows the system to draw brine correctly. It is essential to select the correct venturi and injector size. The sizing depends on the filter media tank diameter, whether you are working with a 10-inch, 12-inch, or 13-inch tank. Each injector is color-coded and designed to match a specific flow range and tank size. You can choose between upflow brining or downflow brining, depending on your system design. Just remember, the injector and venturi must always be the same size. If they don't match, the venturi effect will be incorrect, and the valve will not draw brine properly. Take a moment to apply NSF certified grease to all O-rings. This improves sealing and significantly extends O-ring life. This is the seal and spacer stack. One of the advantages of Clack valves is that the seals and spacers come pre-assembled as a single unit, which I really like about this valves. Apply very little amount of grease. Too much grease can attract dirt and make it harder for the motor to operate, especially if you have lots of sediments. Insert the seal and spacer assembly into the valve body, thread the piston in, and tighten it snug with a spanner wrench. Don't over-tighten it. Let the O-ring do the rest of job. That's why it is there. By the way, this is the spanner wrench from Clack. You can find it online. Basically, this is the tool all you need to assemble entire control valve. Here is the new piston kit. This is what you get when you order. There is no factory grease on them, so lubrication is absolutely required before installation. If you started getting hard water all of a sudden, even though you have softener or water won't stop, running continuously through draining pipe, this is where you want check first, because over time, O-rings do wear out and begin to leak. Installing the drainline flow control here. Drainline flow control regulates the backwash flow rate, another word, auto-cleaning flow rate, which is essential for properly cleaning the media bed. Most of the softeners do fail due to improper backwash flow rate design. Think this way if the unit cannot clean itself properly. Untreated water do bleed through. Correct size of drainline flow control depends on the type of media you are using and the tank diameter. Okay, connecting the brine line flow control housing here. This is where we control how fast brine is injected into the resin tank, because bigger tank needs higher injection rate. You do not want to inject too slow or too quick, otherwise your softener will not be fully regenerated and most of the brine will be wasted. In most of the residential water treatments, brine line flow controls are commonly rated at 1/4 gallon per minute, 1/2 gallon per minute, or 3/4 of a gallon per minute. The most commonly used size is 1/2 gallon per minute. If you're not sure which size to use, always refer to the manufacturer specifications or consult your dealer. I used 1/2 gallon per minute flow control here. All right, installing flow meter here. Think of this as the brain that tracks your water usage. Instead of just guessing and regenerating on a timer, the meter allows the valve to trigger based on actual demand, measuring every gallon of treated water that leaves the unit. It's also pretty flexible. Depending on how you want the system to behave, you can set it to meter immediate, which kicks off a cycle the second you hit your limit, or meter delayed, which waits until a preset time, usually the middle of the night, so you aren't stuck without soft water while you're trying to do the dishes. Now, let's wrap up the electronics. Start by routing both the meter and transformer cables through the designated openings in the frame. Just make sure they're pulled through cleanly so the wires stay protected. First, snap on the front cover, followed by the control board, which should click firmly into place. Then, simply plug your cables into their respective ports. You don't have to worry about mixing them up. Every single cable port is clearly labeled on the board, and the plugs are keyed to fit only where they belong. It's a smart, intuitive design that ensures you get it right the first time, every time. Another reason I'm a fan of this valve is its versatility. You can run this as a standard water softener for your home, or, with a few quick adjustments, easily convert it into a high-performance backwash filter for things like iron or carbon filtration. It's a modular, smart design that's built to adapt. Instead of buying a whole new system, all it takes is a simple swap of a plug or a specific flow control housing depending on your setup. That flexibility is a game changer for field techs and homeowners alike, because it means this valve can grow and change right along with your water treatment needs. Assembly like this is a massive win for anyone looking for efficiency. Clack really nailed the intuitive layout here, making it one of the cleanest builds on the market. If you want to see the contrast for yourself, head over to my other videos where I tear down the competition. You'll see exactly why this design is a favorite for pros who don't want to waste time on overcomplicated hardware. Let's power this up. And that's it. The valve is fully assembled and ready for programming and service. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Subscribe for more educational and daily real-life field experience contents.